Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Oils for the Bedroom class. My name is Brittany. I'm a wife and mom of two toddlers here in Southern California. I've been using and sharing doTERRA for right around 3.5 years now, and I'm excited to be branching out into different classes to further education around essential oil use. This is a super fun topic, one that many are curious about, yet haven't taken the time or found the opportunity or space to learn more. So we decided we're bringing it. You're more than welcome to ask questions throughout the class in the chat bar, and we will answer them as we are able to. Today, we're going to be chatting briefly about the basics of essential oils, but really we're going to discuss all about the hot topics concerning oils for romance. So there's no obligation to purchase anything. However, if you see something you'd like, I'm more than happy to help you get started with that today. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Like I said, I'm just going to briefly chat basics for individuals that are new to essential oil use, and then we will get right along to the good stuff. So essential oils are extracts from plants. They're highly concentrated. Let me just get my screen up here. I'll minimize this so you don't see it. There we go. All right, so essential oils, like I said, are extracts from plants that are highly concentrated. They're about 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs and have been around for thousands of years. However, until people are educated around them, it's unlikely that they would know their powerful healing properties and alternative uses. There are 3 ways you can use doTERRA's certified pure therapeutic grade oils. One is aromatically, the second is topically, and the third is internally. Aromatic use of oils can help dictate and affect mood or emotions. Topical use of oils can help increase a blood flow, warming and cooling, and quite frankly, intensify things. And internal use is mainly used for aiding the body as a whole or to support the urogenital tract. But the great thing with having an oil that is safe for internal use means it's also very safe for use on sensitive areas. So you're welcome. Now, I do not recommend these uses or the uses we will talk about tonight with any other brand because many essential oils are known to be adulterated, and you want to be very careful when using oils in sensitive places or using them in therapeutic ways. So that even includes doTERRA oils purchased directly off of Amazon. You'll always want to purchase directly from the company so you know they haven't been tampered with. So, like I said, it was going to be quick, so now let's transition into the subject you're all here for. So essential oils can be a great way to spice up your love life. These oils that are being used in the recipes that we will share are just a few of the oils that can help make your romantic evening that much better. I'd like to caution that essential oils can break down condoms, so if that's your form of birth control, please don't use these recipes directly on site down there. Otherwise, you might end up with an essential oil baby. If you do decide to use these oils in another region, do use caution as some oils can also cause sensitivity or tingling, which some might beg to differ. That's why they believe they're so great. So if you know what I mean, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to actually start by talking about some of the things that might decrease our sexual drive, which number 1 is toxins and the second is emotions. So let's start with toxins and why you might want to switch and ditch the products that you thought were your only answer. This is just a general slide of info, so feel free to take notes if you like, but I'm going to talk about the specifics of examples in the bedroom. So using lubricants with toxic ingredients has an effect on our reproductive system because the places we use lube are highly permeable areas of our body, and anything that is applied topically can be absorbed into the body. One of the main ingredients found in lubes are parabens, but they're also very commonly a preservative used in most cosmetics like moisturizers, face wash, and lotions, and they're used to prevent bacterial overgrowth. The problem is that parabens are endocrine disruptors, which means they have an estrogenic effect in the body. So they bind to the same cell receptors as our estrogen, but they interfere with our normal rhythmic hormonal process. So exposure to parabens has been associated with things like cancer, reproductive health issues, hormone imbalances like fibroids, endometriosis, infertility, and PMS. Now, standard lubricants also contain other potentially toxic ingredients like glycerin, which can contribute to yeast infections. They also contain propylene glycol, which can be very irritating to the skin. They also contain chlorhexidine gluconate, which is an antibacterial killer, but can also kill healthy vaginal bacteria, which then makes women more susceptible to yeast infections and things like bacterial vaginosis. And lastly, petroleum is often present, which can alter the vaginal pH and contribute to even more infections. So isn't it a little crazy to understand how harmful these products can be once we understand how they affect our bodies? Lastly, essential oils cost only pennies per drop, so making your own perfumes, lubricants, and other home products will save you in the long haul. That's just an amazing caveat. Now let's talk about our emotions. Causes of low libido vary from person to person, but two very often found issues are stress and hormones. When there's a problem with sexual desire or arousal, it is usually a physical or emotional issue, and healing is a process that essential oils can aid with. When stress levels are high, essential oils can be calming. When energy is lacking, the right oils can be uplifting or stimulating. And aphrodisiac oils increase arousal because they increase circulation and blood flow. It's just science, guys. Now, the scent of an essential oil can directly affect your emotional state. Our sense of smell is linked to the limbic lobe of the brain, and that limbic lobe of the brain activates the hypothalamus. Now, what does that mean for your love life? The hypothalamus is the hormone control center in the body. So it regulates and stimulates our sex drive, energy levels, and healthy production of hormones. Are there any questions? Now, before we get into the recipes, I wanted to share a bit about each oil that is most commonly used in the bedroom so we can understand its reason for being in these recipes. So first, we're going to start off with cinnamon and clary sage. Cinnamon supports the reproductive system and helps heal sexual issues. It's also very warming, which increases blood flow and circulation, and that's obviously very important to achieving a full and satisfactory state of arousal. It's a major libido enhancer, but if you're using cinnamon, this is a very strong oil, so be sure to definitely dilute with a carrier oil when using topically. You're going to want to do a ratio of about 1 drop of cinnamon to 4 drops of carrier oil. If you are newer to the use of essential oils, definitely be sure to dilute them. If you are familiar with them and know your tendencies of your body, then definitely feel free to dilute as necessary. Now, clary sage is the oil of clarity and vision, but as an aphrodisiac, it works by affecting the hormonal system. If the hormones aren't balanced, the result can be low libido. There are other natural ways to boost libido, but clary sage may help by boosting mood because depression can wreck your libido. Now, clary sage oil has a deep, sweet, nutty flavor. It also helps calm and soothe stress and anxiety to lessen inhibitions and boost sexual desire. Now let's move over to the queens of the essential oils, jasmine and rose. Jasmine oil affects emotional balance and hormonal systems. It's the oil of sexual purity and balance and is particularly excellent for use by women. It brings about positivity while reducing anxiety, apathy, depression, and feelings of indifference. In fact, jasmine essential oil has been scientifically demonstrated to stimulate feelings of well-being, ease depression, and boost mood levels. In doing so, it could safely encourage partners to explore intimacy that they may have lost. Now, let's move on to rose. Rose is the essential oil of divine love. Rose supports the circulatory system, and blood flow to the nether regions is obviously crucial. At the same time, it's a very sensual and romantic scent that has been scientifically proven to be very emotionally uplifting. Both of these essential oils are fabulous to be used as perfumes and will also affect the chemistry of your body as it relates to the bedroom. So let's move on. We're going to next talk about the patchouli and sandalwood oils. These are very woodsy, earthy oils. So patchouli is known as the oil of physicality. Patchouli has an earthy, woodsy aroma and reduces anxiety. It also increases energy and stimulates desire while decreasing inhibitions. It is therefore grounding and stabilizing. It also complements things like yoga, tai chi, or any practice that connects the spirit with the body and the earth. Now, sandalwood is an essential oil that's connected to sacred devotion. This is a great oil for supporting emotional balance, muscles, bones, and the nervous system. It is calming and harmonizing, and it's used in meditation to quiet the heart. This oil promotes emotional openness and increases physical sensuality. Best of all, it encourages unprompted interactions, and that helps lovers get out of a sexual slump. You're welcome again. Now, let's move on to bergamot and ylang ylang. These two oils are very uplifting, happy oils. Bergamot is from Italy. It is a citrus oil. This is the oil of self-acceptance. It is stimulating and opens up the energy system, creating a feeling of self-acceptance that spills over to others. The research suggests that when diffused in water, bergamot may help reduce negative feelings such as anxiety, depression, stress, and tension. This is a fantastic essential oil to put in your diffuser at night for sleep as well. Now, ylang ylang, this is the oil of the inner child, and I'm sure all of us can use that from time to time. It affects emotional balance as well as cardiovascular and hormonal systems. Even better, it is known as one of the most powerful essential oil aphrodisiacs because it influences sexual energy and enhances relationships. Now, ylang ylang can encourage a more sensual and erotic experience during lovemaking. It can also help with impotence and low libido because, like rose oil, it helps support the circulatory system. Now, these two essential oils, one of them is a singular oil, black pepper, like we've been talking about with all the rest, but Whisper is a blend that doTERRA has created. They wanted to take the guesswork out of things and put together the best oils for one specific use. Now, Whisper is the oil of femininity, and it works with an individual's unique chemistry as a non-toxic perfume. Whisper is a blend of patchouli, bergamot, sandalwood, rose, jasmine, cinnamon, ylang ylang, vetiver, geranium, vanilla bean extract, and cocoa bean extract. So as you can see, a lot of the essential oils we have already talked about today are in this blend to help with your femininity and drive. This combination is designed to promote female sensuality and sexuality. All of the oils in this blend are either aphrodisiacs, whether directly or indirectly, or they work in combination with aphrodisiacs to instill confidence, joy, peace, and uplifted emotions. Now, black pepper is an incredible oil. We use this oil regularly just on normal basis of muscles, tension, etc. The pepper seed gives us a precious, woody, and spicy essential oil. This is a warming oil that strengthens circulation. It can stimulate the appetite, literally and sexually. Black pepper essential oil is great for enhanced libido. It can stimulate blood circulation. It's a great tonic for the mind and body, being able to stimulate the sexual functions. A tonic is also able to relieve sexual tiredness, thus increasing performance. You could think of black pepper as one of the best essential oils for lasting longer in bed. A quick safety tip with this one, the oil of black pepper should be used sparingly and always diluted. Applied pure, it can cause burning of the skin and irritation. So as with cinnamon, always be sure to dilute this essential oil or just use them in the blends that we have created because they are properly diluted. Now, the last essential oil we're going to talk about is peppermint. This is a very versatile oil, one that you're probably familiar with using when it comes to things like energy, opening up your respiratory system. I use peppermint on headaches on a regular basis as well as stomach issues. But outside of that, obviously peppermint has a very initial cooling sensation when you use it on the body, but it actually has a very warming effect on the blood. So this dilates the blood vessels and aids the supply of oxygen-rich blood to various organs. So besides just using it in the bedroom, it's also a fantastic oil to use with aerobics and exercise or when working out. Higher oxygen and blood supply make it easier to be aroused. The same effect of peppermint has been used to relax the muscles. This is another oil you can use, you want to use with caution, as it is very tingly if you use too much. So unlike the very warming sensations, this one's be very tingly. So you could dilute it down to 10, and if you use too much, you never want to add water to try to get off or wipe off essential oils, as water actually drives essential oils deeper. So you want to use a plain carrier oil and wipe it off with a towel if you're experiencing too much sensation with any of these essential oils we talked about. Now, there are plenty of other oils to help with emotions and increase blood flow and stimulation, aid in circulation, etc. But we wanted to share these at a bare minimum because they're the ultimate basics of bedroom oils. Now let's get into the top recipes we have seen shared by doTERRA customers. The first two recipes I want to talk about are just libido enhancing recipes. These are recipes that could be used on a daily basis if you feel that you need them in your home. So they're actually the same recipe. The female recipe just has Whisper added in. Now Whisper is an essential oil that cannot be used internally, which is why the women's recipe says to use topically. You excuse me. You could use both. You could use the recipe for the man for both the man and the woman, as clary sage and ylang ylang are in both if you wanted to use them internally. Now, the female one is the recipe that's in one of our first blends that we're going to talk about. Now, this first blend, the Turn It On blend, is basically your libido blend. So clary sage, Whisper, and ylang ylang, you're going to want to use this on a regular basis. This is going to be helpful just with your libido and drive and emotions. So you could use this morning and night. With essential oils, you're going to notice that consistent use is where you're going to notice the biggest difference. Not many times do people have a one and done situation with essential oils. Because essential oils work with the root cause of the body, you're going to want to use them on a regular basis so your body can always be implementing them. So the Turn It On blend you're going to want to use on a regular basis. Now the Romance Me blend is more of a blend to kind of turn things passionate, right? So this blend has passion, has ylang ylang, and black pepper. So passion is an essential oil to enhance your mood, to feel more passionate. We talked about ylang ylang and its ability to increase your drive, and black pepper is going to increase that circulation. So this is a blend that you can apply maybe on the lower abdomen, the inner thighs, on any pulse points on the neck, wrists, and just use as desired. Now, the 50 Shades blend is more of a emotional blend. So this is going to include jasmine, sandalwood, cardamom, and rose. So we're really helping evoke that emotional state that's going to lead us to a romantic time in the bedroom. Now, the other three recipes that we have for you tonight are in larger bottles. These are the 2-ounce droppers or sprayers. And these ones are ones you're going to just keep in the bedroom to use as needed in those moments of romantic times. So the first one is the Pillow Talk spray. The spray is actually a spray that's going to be based in water, and this can be used to spritz around the bed. And the reason that we have salt in the recipe is when you're adding your essential oils to water, obviously essential oils and water do not mix. So if you add the salt to the bottle first and then top it off with your essential oil, the salt is going to absorb the essential oils. So when you add your water, it's going to help disperse it into the water. So then you can still shake and spray your pillows as needed. A citrus oil is just to help lighten emotions, uplift the body. Lavender is very calming, so this is obviously to be used in the bedroom setting. And then patchouli to help with that sexual desire. Now, the sensual massage oil is more to be used in those times where maybe you or your partner are not in the mood, but you would like to increase that feeling. Now, the sensual massage oil could be used anywhere on the body. It includes ylang ylang and elevation. Elevation is a blend made by doTERRA that has many citrus oils, so it's going to help uplift those spirits. If you had a stressful day but want to evoke something, this could be something that you could use to drive that. Now, the last one is the Love Potion Lube. So as we talked about earlier, please be careful when using this with protection like condoms, as essential oils can break down condoms, as well as so can coconut oil. Now, there are not any carrier oils that are known not to break them down, so If you are using that as your protection, please be sure to use this on areas like the inner thigh or the lower abdomen, over the heart, just areas where it's not going to directly affect the nether regions. Now, this blend has essential oils that are all geared around circulation, blood flow, drive, and enhancing feelings. So cypress, ylang ylang, passion. I highly recommend using birch if you do personally have birch in your collection. However, it is not an essential oil that's available for sale, so you can sub for wintergreen or you can omit this completely. I've also recommended that if you do not have birch or wintergreen, you can actually just increase the amount of cypress that you use in the bottle, because cypress is great for blood flow and circulation. You'll want to add 1 drop of geranium and then 2 drops of peppermint. So peppermint is obviously a very tingly oil, so that is the reason for it being in this blend. Now, if you are very shy to using some of these oils in sensitive areas, start with less. You could always start with 1 drop of each and work your way up. But if you're familiar with essential oil use and are comfortable, this is a very fantastic ratio to this blend. So if there are any questions, please leave them below. Now it's time to wrap things up. I know if you're a current customer and watching this, fantastic. You probably already have an account and you're going to be ready to go purchase those oils to add them to your collection. But if you're not currently a customer, I wanted to let you know a couple of ways you could get started so you could get these essential oils into your home. So I'm going to pop back on the screen just so I can talk to you guys. But as I mentioned earlier, if you did see anything that you wanted to get into your home, I'm more than happy to help you with that today. So there are 2 ways that you could purchase. The first is retail, the other is wholesale. Wholesale is like a Costco membership. And so retail, not many people often end up purchasing retail, because if you buy 2 or 3 essential oils and have the idea you want to purchase more in the future, then it's really not going to be the best benefit. Now, the membership is $35 for the first year and $25 on renewal. But each renewal with doTERRA sends you a bottle of peppermint oil that has a value of $27, so it's a wash in the price. The top benefits of the membership are you save 25%, you could take advantage of the loyalty rewards program, which is very similar to a frequent flyer program, and it gives you 10 to 30% back in points for whatever you buy. On the program, you can qualify for monthly rewards and free product depending on your order size. And when you order, you get a personal online ordering program that allows you to receive 100% of your points back for your shipping costs. Now, finally, for those of you who wanted to get started with oils, let's find oils which you may find to be interested in to try and see if they fit into one of our cost-saving kits. The great thing with doTERRA's kits is they automatically waive that $35 membership fee. One of my favorite favorite starter kits that if you were looking to get started with tonight, especially with these oils that we were talking about, is the Aroma Touch kit. Now, this Aroma Touch kit is going to include all of the necessary information or the necessary needs of 8 different essential oils, 2 of which are really great for emotions, 2 which are great for immune system and support, and then 2 that are great for blood flow, circulation, muscles, and tension. And the last 2 are great for just creating homeostasis in the body, but they're oils that we talked about tonight, citrus oils and peppermint essential oil. Now, this also comes with fractionated coconut oil. Excuse me just 1 second. Oh. Door got opened by children, you know. So it also comes with fractionated coconut oil, which can be used in all of those blends we talked about tonight, and it can also be used to help with massages. So it's just already included in this kit, and this kit also has the diffuser that runs for 1 to 4 hours. So that's included for you, and it's just a really great starter kit. And then you can add on those other oils that you saw tonight that you thought were fantastic for what you might need. Now, the diffuser is automatically included as well as the coconut oil. My daughter wants to join because apparently she's really upset. So I apologize for that. This is mom life, you know? All right, she's gonna hang out with me. She's really upset, so just don't mind that. I'm almost done. Now, if you go ahead and get started with this kit, there is a promotion that you can take advantage of this month, February 2019. The first one is the Red Mandarin promotion. So the Aroma Touch kit is $150, and it's it automatically qualifies you for that red mandarin essential oil. Now, the second promotion that's listed here, and I know these say January, but they actually extended this promotion through February. So fantastic for anybody that wants to jump on board. If you do want to get the Aroma Touch kit and add on essential oils or any of the other kits that are available with doTERRA, if it's 200 PV, now PV stands for points value, so if it's 200 PV or greater, you'll actually get red mandarin and serenity for free. So I want you to go ahead and reach out to whoever invited you into this webinar, and they can help you get started with anything that you saw here tonight. Otherwise, if I invited you, please reach out to me and I'll get you started. I'll include my link in the recording. But other than that, if you have any questions, leave them. And I'm so glad you were able to join. Have a great day, you guys.